Cicero was a member of three philosophical schools of thought that were influential in Rome at the time. Three schools of philosophy: the Epicurean, Stoic, and Stoic schools of ethics. While simultaneously criticizing them, he treats their ethical theories from two perspectives: for and against. From two perspectives: the importance of reason and virtue in human nature. Importance of reason and virtue in human nature. In particular, he emphasized the importance of reason and virtue in human nature. The Epicurean approach to understanding human nature. The Epicurean approach centered on the senses and pleasure. Cicero rejected the Epicurean ethical theory of Epicurean ethical theories, using dialectics and a taxonomy of ethical theories to expose and criticize its unsystematic nature. In Hellenistic philosophy, logic, physics, and ethics comprised the three main branches of the philosophical system. Ethics is the pinnacle of the system. Philosophy, during this period, was to lead people to a happy life. This goal is what attracted many people interested in philosophy. There were many different ideas of happiness. Several schools of philosophy emerged, among which the Epicurean and Stoic schools were particularly prominent. Epicurus and his followers left behind many works. Most of their works have been lost, and not much remains in their original form. To understand Epicurus' philosophical system. To understand Epicurus' philosophical system, Lucretius, Cicero, and Diogenes Laertius, Seneca, and Plutarch, among others. In particular, the works of the Roman poet Lucretius is considered an important reference because it details the ideas of Epicurus and is considered an important reference. In his works, Cicero, referring to Epicurus' philosophical system. Diogenes Laertius, Encyclopedia of the Greek Philosophers, Life and Works of Epicurus. These works convey Epicurus' philosophy, his letters, and his core doctrines. His philosophy, his letters, and his core doctrines. To put the above into an easy-to-understand example, it's like a restaurant offering a wide variety of menu items and introducing them to customers, while simultaneously weighing the pros and cons. The pros and cons of each option. Cicero was a chef in Roman times. Three popular philosophical menus of the time: the Epicurean, Stoic, and Stoic schools, and the Stoics, and the ethical theories. The Epicurean, Stoic, and Stoic schools. He lists these philosophies as if they were on a menu, and then adds his own critique of the highest good and highest evil, the highest good and highest evil of each philosophy. Like a chef, Cicero emphasizes reason and virtue. Cicero, like a chef who values reason and virtue. To understand human nature. The Epicurean schools, cuisine, of understanding human nature. To understand human nature through sensation and pleasure. He sees the Epicurean school's ethical theories as like a poorly cooked dish lacking a system. He uses his dialectics and taxonomy of ethical theories, cooking tools, to analyze and criticize them. Cicero's role in this situation is the way people of his time approached philosophy. Philosophy as a way to pursue a happy life, provide a variety of culinary options, and determine which one is the most nutritious and satisfying. Most nutritious and satisfying. To help him choose between philosophical menus, and to help people choose the best dish in their lives, guiding people to choose the chef to help people choose between philosophical menus, and to guide them in choosing the best dish for their lives. In the recent influencer culture on Instagram, the hedonism aspect of Instagram's recent influencer culture. Cicero's critique of the Epicurean school of thought. The way Cicero criticized the Epicurean school. Cicero criticized the Epicurean school for its hedonism. Human nature should be understood in terms of reason and virtue, centered on reason and virtue. In contrast, modern Instagram influencer, often external beauty, material possessions, and the pursuit of instant gratification are often emphasized. This tendency can lead people to chase only the surface and sometimes create unrealistic expectations. As Cicero observed, when we look at this phenomenon critically, hedonistic aspects of Instagram. Hedonistic aspects of Instagram. Short-term pleasure versus long-term value. The style of life shown on Instagram tends to emphasize short-term gratification. This discourages people from pursuing deeper, long-term values and goals. Deeper, long-term values and goals. Cicero emphasized that reason and virtue should be at the center of human life, something that Instagram culture often overlooks. Disconnect from reality. The images presented by influencers are often unrealistic, idealized version of life that is often unrealistic. This can lead to unnecessary comparisons and dissatisfaction among followers. Just as Cicero criticized the hedonistic ethics of the Epicurean school as unsystematic, the modern world has also criticized the pursuit of superficial pleasures, criticized for being far from true happiness, the marginalization of the individual's inner values. Instagram culture is, by overemphasizing outward success and pleasure, it risks marginalizing the inner values and spiritual growth. Cicero believed that a deep understanding of human nature, and a rational way of life, This is a message that is in the modern world and within Instagram culture. In conclusion, Cicero's critique of the Epicurean school of thought to the modern Instagram influencer culture, a way of life that focuses on external pleasures and possessions, long-term happiness, and a deep understanding of human nature. Long-term happiness and a deeper understanding. Long-term happiness and a deeper understanding of human nature. It challenges us to pursue a more balanced way of life and values. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Translated with Wo. Deeple. Com translator free version.